Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would share a really fun project. I am making some charcuterie boards and serving boards. I'll also be making these little risers that don't hold food either. So there's 3 different projects I'll be sharing today. It's going to be a fun video, so make sure you stick around. Today's video is sponsored by CVS Total Home. A huge thank you to CVS for sponsoring with me for today's video. And if you haven't found me on Instagram, you can find me at Valerie Aguiar, where I share lots of fun and behind the scenes there too. So you can find a lot of different types of project pieces at hardware stores. I found the particular ones that I'm using today at Lowe's. They had a lot of different varieties, all different types of woods and shapes. So this one was $22.98 and it is really large. And they also had this one for $19.97, and this one had some really cool colors, and it's more of a teak wood, which is also really cool, but it's not as large as the other one. They had some really large 24 by 24 squares, and these are just pure raw wood. So you could really make these into anything, any shape. You could do a really large round if you cut it yourself, rectangles, smaller circles. There's so much you could do with these project pieces. Another idea for charcuterie boards or serving trays is you can always add handles, which adds a little bit of jewelry to your tray, if you will. These are really cute. They have a lot of options here, and you can even try finding somewhere online if you're looking for something more in particular. There are a lot of different ideas. So I ended up bringing home this 24 by 24 inch round, and it is about 1 inch in depth, which I like a chunkier type charcuterie board. I feel like they look better when they're a little bit of a thicker board, and I am in love with the size. This is going to make a really large charcuterie board, or even like a fruit platter, something really fun like that for hosting. So I also grabbed the 24 by 24 inch square. So I'm going to start by using the large round one first, and I'm gonna measure out some legs for the bottoms. I want to elevate it and kind of bring it up off of the table. So I'm gonna make some of my own legs and just cut them about 7 inches long, and then about 1.25 inches width. So for the large round one, you can do 2 large legs on the bottom, or you could even position them so that there's 3, or you could even do 4, completely up to you. So once I have my legs cut out, I'm just going to add a little bit of wood glue, and I didn't put the screw in the very top, so my glue is dried out in the nozzle. So this way still works though. So I'm going to attach those little legs with some wood glue, and then I'm just going to put a few nails to secure it. So you can use the pneumatic nailer. I love this, it's so easy. Or you can also use finishing nails with just a hammer if you don't have a pneumatic nailer. So the next board I'm going to be making is more of a rectangular shape. I wanted something really long and a little bit thinner. So this board is 24 inches long by 8 inches wide. And the legs are the same size as the other one. They're 7 inches long by 1.25 inch wide. And just like I did the other one, I'm going to attach the legs using wood glue and then my pneumatic nailer just to secure them in. And this one is so adorable. I wanted to share a quick way I'm able to save 20% when buying my home cleaning products. CVS Total Home offers a wide range of cleaning products that are just as hardworking and high performing as other national brands. I love that CVS Total Home offers a smarter value while not sacrificing quality when it comes to cleaning your home. Some of my favorites are the all-purpose cleaner. It removes tough stains and deodorizes, leaving a super fresh lemony scent. I love that cleaning smell. We recently had a bunch of sickies at home, so I was using this stuff like crazy. The multi-eraser for tough stain removal, even on shoes. We use these on all of our tennis shoes, and it makes them good as new. And the disinfecting wipes I like to keep on hand for easy cleanup at home and even in the car. Every Total Home product is tested to ensure they meet or exceed the performance of the leading comparable brand. Let me know your best cleaning tips in the comments below. For high quality cleaning products at a substantially lower price, check out CVS Total Home for your year-round cleaning staples, or click the link below to visit cvs.com. So once those legs are secured, I'm going to move on to the next project. So this third one is actually going to be a riser, which I don't plan to put food on. This one is more of just decorative. So I'm actually going to trace a round circle. You can use a bowl or something that's a nice round shape. Then using my jigsaw, I'm going to cut out that round shape. And for the feet on this one, I'm going to do the same width, so it's 1 1/4 inch width, and then I'm going to shorten them just a little bit to fit this little round shape. Again, going to add some wood glue, some pneumatic nails, and we're going to start finishing up these boards. So there are a number of different things you can do for distressing if you want them super distressed, or if you want a little bit more of a modern, really clean look. I'm going to distress this little wood riser. So I have these little attachments. I will link them down below. You can attach them right to your drill and it distresses the wood in all different types of distressing. You can also use things like a hammer, the front or the back. You can use chains, anything that you want to distress. So after you are done with your distressing, or you can kind of go back and forth, which is what I do, I will sand everything down to get all the wood really smooth. I will do a 120 and then finish it up with a 220 grit sandpaper. And so like this rectangular one, I don't want any distressing. I'm just going to round out the corners, the sides, the legs a little bit, and just take off any shards and just make it really, really smooth. I love how simple this one looks. It's just very clean, very simple lines. They're kind of rounded edges a little bit, but it's still just very simple. I love this one. Now I want to stain this, and because it is going to be used for food, you want to make sure that you use a food grade stain. So I will link some down below. I wanted a particular color that's not here yet, so follow me on Instagram and I will update you guys on that there. So for the little riser, this is more for decorative. This will not be used on food, so I'm going to go ahead and use weathered oak stain, and you can apply this stain using a paintbrush, a little sponge. I like to use a little towel. However, if you do use a towel, make sure that you dispose of it properly because they are flammable once you get the stain on there. This weathered oak really warms this wood up. It's so pretty. So you can also use a wood conditioner if you want to try and take some of that yellow out. There is a little bit of yellow depending on what type of wood you use. I believe this is pine, so it does tend to yellow. So I'm also going to use some decorative bare wax, and this really enhances the grain in the wood. It brings out a lot of definition. I like to get this darker wax in like all the little crevices and in all the little distressings. It just makes everything kind of pop. So what's also cool about these waxes is they do come in clear as well. So if you just want a natural wood, you could clear it. And the wax is supposed to protect this and also seal it. So I have used the bare waxes before and I've had a really great experience. I feel like it seals and protects and keeps everything looking really great. Now all that's left to do is to style these. I like to use the riser by the sink. You can put soap or a brush on there. You can also use them next to a bathtub and put a little candle on there. And for the charcuterie boards, I'm still waiting on my stain, so I'm just going to go ahead and style these with some fruit or meat and cheese. And these boards are so fun for events and parties, and they're so simple. You can just throw a bunch of stuff on them and it looks fancy, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got some really fun ideas for some DIY projects. Don't forget to say hi in the comments. We always love hearing from you guys. And with that, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.